Welcome back to the Detroit Tigers franchise on MLB the Show. I'm your host, longtime listener. Be sure to hit that like button and hit that subscribe button. We got Game 1 action of the World Series coming your way. The underdog Tigers going out to LA to take on the powerhouse Dodgers. The Tigers, winners of just 92 games in the regular season, squeaked out an AL Central victory, but have turned it on in the postseason and are playing some fantastic baseball thanks to some awesome starting pitching that they have gotten for the most part throughout the playoffs. And they are going to have to get that result again here against a powerhouse Dodgers offense with Cody Bellinger leading the way there in the heart of that order with Corey Seager there at the top as well. The arms for the Dodgers also going to be a challenge for the Tigers as it's Dustin May, Walker Buehler, Julio Urias, and Clayton Kershaw as the four that they will see throughout this series. So pitching is certainly something to keep an eye on, but the key for both of these teams is going to be to put up some runs, put the ball in play, avoid strikeouts, and we will see who is able to come out on top here in the 2023 World Series. Starting Game 1 for the Dodgers is Walker Buehler, a dazzling whip so far in the postseason, but the ERA certainly not a clear reflection of how well he has pitched. So he's pitched well, but when he does get into trouble, has not been able to get out of it. We'll see if that's the case in this one. As starting things off, it's Les Delevsky, lifts one down the left field line that bounces over the wall for a ground rule double. Then it's Marwin Gonzalez taking one to the right side. That'll get Delevsky over to third with just one out in the inning. Now we'll look at the Tigers lineup as it's Delevsky in center, Gonzalez at second, Kohler at first, Judge in right, Santana in left, Noisy at third, Grullon catching, Nico Goodrum at short, and Balazovic will bat ninth as we do not have the DH settings set appropriately going back to the beginning of the series. But in any case, with two away now as Kohler goes down on strikes, it's Aaron Judge also going to swing and miss, and Buehler able to pitch his way out of trouble this time as he strands that leadoff double. On the hill for the Tigers is their ace, Jordan Balazovic. He has been outstanding for the Tigers. They're not showing the graphic with his stats for whatever reason, but in any case, he has pitched very well for the Tigers, has given up a few more hits than you would like to see in the postseason, but keeping the ball in the ballpark and limiting those hits to mostly singles. But he's going to get things started here with a strikeout there of Jonathan Villar. Then it's Michael Busch, chops one to the right side. That's going to be handled by Marwin Gonzalez for the second out. Now we take a look at the Dodgers lineup as it's Villar at second, Busch at first, Seager at short, Bellinger at right, Will Smith, the catcher, batting fifth, Cody Hosey at third, DJ Peters in center, Chad Pinder in left, and Walker Buehler will bat in the ninth spot in the order. Now with two away, it's Corey Seager. He swings and misses that fastball up and in, and a strong first inning of work for Jordan Balazovic. Now on to the second. Domingo Santana hits this one hard. It's going to be caught on the short hop over there at third, and he will be retired for the first out of the inning. Then it's Sheldon Noisy, swing and a miss on a cutter on the outside corner, down on strikes. Then Davy Grullon, 3-2 pitch is just chopped back up the middle. That'll be handled for the final out of the inning. Now on to the bottom of the second. It's going to be Cody Bellinger starting things off. 1-2 pitch to him. There's that fastball up and in again as he gets him swinging for the first out, and that's 3 Ks for Balazovic. Then it's Will Smith. 0-1 pitch. He chops one back up the middle, and that's a routine play for Gonzalez. Then it's Cody Hosey. First pitch swinging, takes one into right center field. Delevsky makes a diving try, but this one is going to get down and go all the way to the wall for a 2-out stand-up double for Hosey, and now DJ Peters with a chance with 2 away, takes one back up the middle. That's going to get through, and that is going to score the runner from second, but Peters getting a little bit greedy, tries to catch Delevsky sleeping. He is gunned down to end the inning, but the Dodgers take the lead, and it is 1-0 as we head to the third inning here in LA. Nico Goodrum due up to start the inning. He falls behind 0-2, checks his swing, but the third base umpire says he went around. Another look at it here. I don't know that I buy this one, but nonetheless, that's the fourth strikeout for Buehler. And now with 1 away, it's Balazovic. 2-2 pitch to him, blows him away, and that's now 5 Ks for Buehler. And 2 away for Les Delevsky. He takes an 0-2 pitch down the left field line, and he's going to have himself another double. This one not by a ground rule, but in any case, a runner in scoring position now for Marwin Gonzalez with 2 away. He falls behind 1-2, but then Buehler lets a slider get away from him, hits him on the shoulder, and now an opportunity for Bert Kohler with 2 down. He's down to 1-2 and takes a slider deep to right center field. This ball is hit well. It will stay in the park, but it's going to bounce off the wall. Gonzalez is going to come around to score along with Delevsky, and it is now 2-1 Tigers on the 2-out RBI triple from Bert Kohler. A huge piece of hitting there with 2 strikes and 2 outs in the inning. Then Aaron Judge down on strikes to end the inning, but Buehler sees his lead disappear as it is now 2-1 Tigers, and we go to the bottom of the 3rd. Chad Pinder starting things off. He's going to be swinging at the first pitch, hits a routine grounder to 3rd. Noisy handles, and that's 1 away. Then Buehler due up. It's 1-1, and here's the pitch, and he chops one up the middle that Gonzalez able to cut off and retire him for the 2nd out. Then it's Jonathan Villar. Swing and a miss on that fastball up and in again from Balazovic. He is locating that pitch well, and has now pitched 3 innings, just 2 hits allowed, and the Tigers lead 2-1. Now on to the 4th. A 3-0 pitch there. Looked like it was ball 4. He gets the call, and then later in the at-bat, it's Domingo Santana chopping one over to first, and that's the 1st out of the inning. Now with 2 away, it's Davey Grion. Lifts one into center field. That was a cutter that looked like a good pitch down the middle, and then he gets it off the end of the bat, and it's a routine fly into center field for the final out of the inning. Now the bottom of the 4th, it's Michael Busch. Routine for Bert Kohler as he'll step on the bag, and that brings up Corey Seager. An 0-1 pitch to him is a beautiful changeup there, but Balazovic doesn't get the call and not liking it, as you can see there. Now later in the at-bat, he goes back to that changeup, and this time Seager chases it, and he's down on strikes. Now 5 Ks for Balazovic. Now 2-2 to Cody Bellinger rather. He hits a line drive into left. That's going to be caught as it's right at Santana, and the Tigers still lead as we head to the 5th. 3-1 pitch to Nico Goodrum starting off the inning. He takes one the other way, kind of inside outs it, and that's going to be an infield single. And now it's Jordan Balazovic. But first, Nico going to steal his way into scoring position in a bunt situation. So now Balazovic going to try and bunt him over to 3rd, but pops it up, and that's caught by Hosey for the 1st out of the inning. Then it's Les Delevsky, hits this one hard, but unfortunately right at him in center field. He has hit the ball well in every at-bat this ball game, and particularly has been swinging the bat well all postseason. Now with 2 away, it's Marwin Gonzalez going over the diving try in left field. It's another ground rule double for the Tigers, but more importantly, an insurance run as it's now 3-1. And Bert Kohler will ground out to end the inning, but the Tigers now with a 2-run lead as we head to the bottom of the 5th. Will Smith hits a routine ground ball over to Gonzalez, and that's going to be the 1st out of the inning. Then it's Cody Hosey, 3-0. He takes one into left as he had the green light there, just maybe looking for something down the middle. He got it and is on with a base hit, and then now a 2-2 pitch is taken deep to left field but hooks foul. Then later in the at-bat, DJ Peters chases one off the plate, and he's down on strikes for the 2nd out. And that leaves it up to Chad Pinder on a 0-1 pitch. He lifts a routine fly into center. Delevsky has it, and it's another scoreless inning of work for Jordan Balazovic. Now, Cam Bedrosian coming on for the Dodgers. Though Walker Buehler was pitching well, the Tigers were running up that pitch count as they are prone to doing, and now the Dodgers turn into the pen. First batter is Aaron Judge, and he's going to draw a 4-pitch walk from Bedrosian, so not the start you wanted to see from him. Then it's 2-0 to Santana. He hits one hard, but that is going to be a 3-6-3 double play, and bring up Sheldon Noisy now with 2 away. 3-1 pitch to him is inside. He checked his swing and did not go, so he will reach base with 2 down in the inning, and it's Davey Grion's turn. He hits one hard, but again, right at him at second base, and that will do it for the Tigers in the 6th. Jordan Balazovic going back out there as he has been in control, and we are now in the bottom of the 6th. We're going to see Jacob Amaya come on and pinch hit for the Dodgers to start the inning, and he is going to work a 3-2 count, but then chase one off the plate away, and he's down on strikes for the 1st out of the inning. Then it's Jonathan Villar. He had struck out twice, so this time changing his approach, goes after the first pitch and is able to find one, a hole through the middle, and he is on now with 2 away. But then a ground ball to second is going to be handled by Gonzalez. They don't get the double play, and it keeps the inning alive for Corey Seager now. and he's going to work a walk here to now make it first and second and bring Cody Bellinger to the plate with 2 down, where a home run would give the Dodgers the lead. But Bellinger, a 3-2 pitch, he chases the changeup out of the zone, and Balazovic has pitched his way out of trouble yet again. And now through 6 innings, it is 3-1 Tigers. Dodgers turn to the bullpen again as it's the veteran right-hander Pedro Baez. He has struggled a little bit in the offseason, but in any case, he's going to have to try and keep them in it here. First batter is Nico Goodrum. Rips one, but right at the shift, and that's the first out. Then it's Jordan Balazovic. Takes a front hip slider there for strike 3. That's the second out of the inning. Then it's Les Delevsky. Takes a 1-2 pitch and just hits a routine grounder over to first. And that'll do it for the Tigers in the 7th. So now we go to the stretch, and it is still 3-1. Balazovic still out there for the Tigers and still in control as he's going to get a chopper in front of the plate that would be handled by Grion and down to first for the first out of the inning. Then it's Cody Hosey. 1-0 pitch was a fastball in. He tried to turn on it but got under it, and that'll be routine for Santana in left for the second out. Now 2 away, and it's a 3-2 pitch to Peters. He is frozen on a fastball down and away. And that's it for the Dodgers in the 7th. So Balazovic working an absolute gem here, and the Tigers still out in front as Andrew Chafin going to come on for the Dodgers. The left-hander has a dazzling ERA of just 0 for the postseason so far to go along with his dazzling mustache. And starting off the inning is Marwin Gonzalez. He watches ball 4 outside, and that's going to bring Royce Lewis off the bench to pinch run, give them some speed on the bases. 0-2 pitch to Burt Kohler is up and in. He's down on strikes. That's the first out. And then it's Aaron Judge's turn, but before he has a chance, Lewis is picked off. He was going on the first movement, and he is going to be in a pickle there and taken down for the second out. Then Judge just pops one up the elevator shaft. Will Smith able to handle that one. And now we go to the bottom of the 8th with the Dodgers still trailing by 3. Chad Pinder due up to start the inning. It's that fastball up and in. He got under this one and lifts a routine fly into left, and Santana has that for the first out. Now pinch hitter Rosel Herrera is jammed on this one, and Noisy able to grab that one in foul territory. That's the second out. Now it's Jonathan Villar again going after the first pitch. Hits one into right field. It's a long run for Judge, but he will get there. And Jordan Balazovic at 101 pitches, but he has pitched 8 fantastic innings for the Tigers as we go to the 9th, and Ken Giles will come on in relief in a non-save situation, but just trying to ensure that it stays a 2-run ball game as we go to the bottom of the 9th. And Domingo Santana going to start off the top of the 9th, grounds one over to third. That's the first out, and brings up Sheldon Noisy. He works the count full, but then is out in front of a high slider there, and that's the second out. Now Davy Grion just kind of reaching at a 2-0 pitch and hits a soft pop-up there over to the right side. And now we will go to the bottom of the 9th. The Dodgers down to their last chance. 2, 3, 4 due up for the Dodgers. It's all lefties in this part of the lineup, so the Tigers are going to go with Tim Meza out of the pen to try and get the save. He has not allowed an earned run so far in the postseason. He's going to get Michael Busch to ground out to second base to start the inning. Then it's Corey Seager chasing a slider out of the zone, and now it's down to Cody Bellinger with 2 away. And Meza makes quick work of him, gets him swinging on just 3 pitches, and that will do it for Game 1. A big, big victory for the Tigers on the road as Jordan Balazovic pitched 8 innings, allowing just 1 earned run on the day. Kept him in it from the get-go, and the Tigers bats able to do just enough to pick up the 3-1 victory and take a 1-0 lead in the series. Balazovic with player of the game honors, just 4 hits and a walk allowed over those 8 innings, and he struck out 9, allowing just 1 earned run. Walker Buehler, 5 innings of work, just 5 hits, but again, those hits did some damage as he gives up 3 earned and is saddled with the loss, and then Meza comes on and pitches a scoreless 9th to pick up the save. Great day for Les Delevsky at the plate, 2 for 4, a couple of doubles, scored a run. And now we'll take a look at the stats for the Tigers. Just 5 hits and 3 walks on the day against 9 strikeouts, but they made those hits count. And yet again, Walker Buehler keeps that whip in control, but the ERA just not reflective of how well he pitched in this one. That triple from Kohler was absolutely huge, ended up being the game winner, and then Meza does a good job in the 9th after Balazovic set the table pitching those 8 very strong innings. The Dodgers netting just 4 hits on the day as a team. So certainly not what you want to see there. They only had one walk and struck out 11 times. So they're going to have to get the bats going, obviously, if they're going to have a chance in this series. The pitching was good. Buehler threw pretty well, but again, saddled with the loss. And then the bullpen did a fantastic job with 4 scoreless innings, not allowing a hit over that stretch. So that'll do it for Game 1. We take a final look at the box score. Not a lot of offense in this one, but the Tigers take a big one, and they lead the series 1-0. And now we go back out to L.A. for Game 2. And the Dodgers looking to square this thing off at 1 because you certainly do not want to lose both games at home before you head to the opponent's ballpark and have a 2-game deficit. So this is a critical game for the Dodgers for sure, but also for the Tigers as they would put themselves in very good position if they can pick up win number 2 here tonight. They're going to turn to Casey Mize to try and hold this Dodgers lineup in check, and they are going to have to do their damage against Julio Urias, the young left-hander on the hill. He has pitched well for the Dodgers. As you see the numbers there, a whip of just .88 across 19 and third innings of work so far in the postseason. And it's going to be Les Delevsky starting things off. A 3-2 pitch. He slices one into right that will hang up and be caught for the first out of the inning. And a look at the Tigers lineup. It's Delevsky in center, Goodrum at short, Kohler at first, Judge in right, Santana in left, struggling a little bit so far this postseason. Noisy at third, Lewis at second, Davy Grion catching, and Mize batting ninth. Nico Goodrum up next, got a pitch to hit, but hits it right at the second baseman. That's going to be a 4-3 for the second out. And then it's Burt Kohler drawing a walk, and the Tigers have their first base runner of the ball game. Aaron Judge due up next. First pitch he's swinging, hits it pretty well, but again, right at the defender, and that is going to do it for the Tigers in the first. Casey Mize on the hill. The young right-hander has pitched very good baseball. 14 innings of work so far in the postseason. A .71 whip, just 8 hits and 2 walks allowed over that stretch. Not striking out a ton of guys, but you'll trade that for an ERA where it is and the whip where it is. And starting things off is Jonathan Villar. That fastball up and in. We've seen that work against the Dodgers so far in the series, and he picks up his first K. And then it's Michael Busch swinging at the first pitch. Slices one into left just over the reaching try from Nico Goodrum. And the Dodgers have their first base runner of the game. Then it's Corey Seager, hits a hard one-hop right at Nico Goodrum, and it's going to be a 6-4-3 double play as the Tigers get 2 for the price of 1, and we're scoreless after 1 here in L.A. Domingo Santana due up. He's down on strikes. That's the first out. Next batter, Sheldon Noisy. He's down on strikes. That's 2 away. That will bring up Royce Lewis, and on a 1-2 pitch to him, it's a backdoor curve that gets him swinging, and a sparkling inning from Urias there. But now Casey Mize going out to work here in the bottom of the second. Starting things off, it's Bellinger taking one up the middle. Santana misplays it, and that'll go down as a single and an E7, so a runner in scoring position now with nobody out here, and it's Will Smith batting next. He takes one into deep center field. Bellinger looking to tag. Delevsky has a decent arm, but it's not going to be enough as Bellinger now into third with 1 away, and a big at bat coming up here from Hosey. He is going to get a strikeout, though, as Mize with that nasty slurve gets him swinging, and now 2 outs in the inning. It's a one-hop to Kohler, who will step on the bag, and that base runner in scoring position with nobody out would be stranded, and we stay scoreless. Urias back to work. He gets Grullon swinging for now 4 strikeouts in a row as these 2 pitchers are settling in for what will turn out to be a pretty impressive pitcher's duel. There's Casey Mize flying out to right, then Les Delevsky back up the middle with 2 away, and he's got some speed, so look for a steal situation here with 2 down, and there he goes. It was a 3-1 pitch that Nico Goodrum swung through. That's going to make it now 3-2. And the next pitch is hit deep to left, but hooks foul. That would have made it 2-0. And now it's Nico Goodrum, checks his swing there. That's going to be ball 4 and bring up Burt Kohler with 2 down and 2 on. And Kohler gets one to hit, takes it back up the middle. Delevsky with great speed will score with ease. So now the Tigers with a 2-out rally make it 1-0. And Aaron Judge due up. He gets a 2-0 pitch that was very hittable. Chops one in front of the plate, and it looks like Will Smith kind of had trouble with the hop there. And Judge able to leg it out and keep the inning alive for Domingo Santana. but with a 1-2 pitch, he is frozen on a fastball in the inside corner, and Urias escapes danger there, so it's 1-0. But the way these two are pitching, it might be a while before we see any more activity around home plate in terms of base runners. And here we go, on to the third. First batter, ground ball to short. That's the first out. Then it's Urias, 0-2. He swings and misses. He's down on strikes. That's 2 away. And then Jonathan Villar, chopper over to first. Kohler will step on the bag, and that's it for the Dodgers in the third. Now in the fourth, Sheldon Neuse. Routine fly into shallow left center. That's going to be the first out. Then it's Royce Lewis. Hits it hard, but right at the shortstop Seager, and that's the second out. Then it's Grion. Checked his swing on a 2-2 pitch, and he is going to be rung up by the first base umpire to end the inning. Now on to the bottom half. It's Michael Busch. Routine ground ball to third. He's out. Now it's Corey Seager. Another routine grounder to third, and he would be retired, and that brings up Cody Bellinger. 1-2 pitch to him is in the dirt. He is swinging, and that will do it for the Dodgers in the fourth. Now, Urias was pitching pretty well, but that third inning was really taxing in terms of his pitch count, and again, the Tigers managed to get to the bullpen early as it's Taylor Clark coming on. He's going to get Casey Mize to pop one up over to first, and that would be the first out. Then Delevsky, 1-1 pitch to him is a ground ball to short. Seager fields, has to get rid of it quickly, but retires him, and now it's 2 down for Nico Goodrum. He got one to hit there and takes it into right field for a 2-out single and brings up Bert Kohler, who has the RBI earlier, and there goes Goodrum. He's going to try and steal second, but he got a late jump, and he is gunned down to end the inning. Now on to the bottom of the fifth. It's Will Smith. He's down on strikes on that high fastball. And that's going to bring up Cody Hosey. 3-0 pitch to him was close but low for ball 4. And it's a 1-out base runner for the Dodgers, but then it's DJ Peters, swing and a miss. He's down on strikes. Then Chad Pinder, a chopper over to the right side that is handled by Lewis. And now we go to the top of the sixth. It's still 1-0. Bert Kohler had one to hit there, but got under it. That's going to be the first out. Then Judge late on a very hittable fastball there. He's down on strikes to make it 2 down. Then it's Domingo Santana hits one off of Clark's shin, who recovers but is not going to get him. But that ball was hit hard, so Dave Roberts a little bit of concern there to see how his pitcher's doing. But he would stay in the ball game to face Sheldon Neuse, although he's actually going to come out, and they're going to turn to Marwin Gonzalez in a pinch hit situation with 2 down. 3-2 pitch to him is a fastball that just froze him at the knees right down the middle, but it was low, and he just could not pull the trigger. Now we go to the bottom half. It's going to be Jacob Amaya coming on to pinch hit for Clark. And 2-1 pitch to him is taken into right center field. Delevsky going to get to that one. That'll be the first out as Mize continues to roll. Then it's Jonathan Villar, ground ball to third. Gonzalez has that one. That's the second out. And it's Michael Busch. It was a 2-0 pitch there, and Mize just tried to center one up. Lucky that ball wasn't hit a long way, but nonetheless, it's a 2-out single for Busch. Now, first pitch to Corey Seager looked pretty good, but it's called a ball. Then it's 1-1, and that pitch looks pretty good, called ball 2. Now, the 2-1 pitch is close, yet again called low. And then later in the at-bat, Corey Seager going to draw a walk. So Mize probably a little bit frustrated there, feeling like maybe he got squeezed. But with 2 down, it's Cody Bellinger striking out again. He has had several opportunities with runners on and 2 away. And the Tigers starters have done their job keeping him in check as we now go to the 7th. And the Dodgers will turn to Cam Bedrosian out of the bullpen, the veteran right-hander with a wicked slider and a absolutely atrocious ERA at the moment. But nonetheless, he's going to get things started against Royce Lewis, gets him swinging for the first out. Then it's Davey Grion, chases one in the dirt. That's going to make it 2 down. The Tigers are going to let Casey Mize bat, so he's going back out there for the bottom of the 7th after popping one up on the infield that would end the inning for the Tigers, as it is still 1-0, and we are heading to the stretch here in L.A. with Casey Mize trying to keep the Tigers out in front, and he is going to do so as it's Will Smith going back up the middle, but Royce Lewis able to cut that off and retire him for the first out. Then there's that fastball up and in yet again, gets the pop up there, and then it's DJ Peters. Hit that one pretty well, but right at Lewis, and it's another scoreless inning of work for Casey Mize, who's now at 96 pitches, so keep an eye on that. Dodgers going to turn to Pedro Baez in the 8th inning, another pretty ugly-looking ERA from a reliever for the Dodgers. Delevsky hits one off of his heel, but Hosey able to come in and get it and retire him at first, so nice play there. And then now another comebacker there almost hits him in the head, but Goodrum is robbed as the shift was working there for the second out. Then it's Burt Kohler, 3-2 pitch. That back foot slider is just kryptonite to hitters and gets him swinging. And now we go to the bottom of the 8th with Mize still out there. Bottom of the order due up as Chad Pinder just hits a chopper over to first. Then it's Rosell Herrera, chopper back up the middle. Nice play by Mize there. If he doesn't get to that, that may have been an infield single, but that's the second out. Then Jonathan VR had one to hit there, but it's a routine fly into left, and Santana has it. So Casey Mize with 8 scoreless innings of work. And now we go to the 9th with Judge, Santana, and Gonzalez due up for the Tigers. And here comes Andrew Chafin and his 0 ERA and his fantastic mustache. An interesting choice here with some righties coming due up for the Tigers, but it's going to work out as Aaron Judge hits a ground ball to first. That would be the first out. Then it's Domingo Santana, 3-2 pitch to him. That one was hittable, but he got away with it as he just pops it up the elevator shaft, and Smith handles that for the second out. Now it's Marwin Gonzalez swinging at the first pitch, takes one into right field, but got under that one, and now we go to the bottom of the 9th with the same situation for the Dodgers as they are down by a run this time, and the 2, 3, 4 hitters due up, those 3 lefties in a row, and the Tigers going to turn to Tim Meza yet again, looking for another save here in Game 2 of the series. And starting things off is Michael Bush. He chops one over to third. Perfectly played there as they were hugging the lines, and that's going to be the first out. Then it's Corey Seager going after a first pitch slider and hits a ground ball to short that Nico Goodrum handles for the second out. And that brings up Cody Bellinger. 1-0 pitch. He goes back up the middle to keep things alive for the Dodgers. So now the tying run is on, and he's got pretty good speed. So an interesting decision here for the Tigers. As you look at Will Smith, he really struggles against lefties, so they are going to stick with Meza, and it is going to pay off as a 1-2 pitch is flared into right. Judge on and has that one, and the Tigers have taken 2 in a row from the Dodgers. This one in an absolute pitcher's duel as they win it by a total of 1-0, and a commanding 2-0 lead now in the series as they will go back to Detroit with an opportunity to hopefully close things out in front of their home faithful. But again, Casey Mize, 8 innings, 3 hits, 2 walks, and 7 strikeouts, gets player of the game honors, picking up the win. Urias pitched pretty well, just 3 hits and 2 walks over 4 innings. But again, the pitch count was an issue as the Tigers are so good at doing to starters. And then Tim Meza, 1 inning of work, just 1 hit allowed, and picks up his 3rd save of the postseason. For the stats, it's just 5 hits and 2 walks for the Tigers, but they all came at the top of the order, and then the big RBI from Burt Kohler, as he has done it 2 games in a row now, driving in the game-winning run. They struck out 11 times, but again, they did just enough to pick up the win, as the pitching was just fantastic. Delevsky with his 12th stolen base of the postseason already, and again, just a sparkling line as you see the pitchers there, just 4 hits and 2 walks allowed for the entire ball game. We'll take a quick look at the Dodgers' stats in this one, but not a lot to talk about. 2 hits for Bush, 2 hits for Bellinger. Unfortunately, they just didn't stack them very well. And then just the 2 walks that they were able to collect for the entire game against 7 strikeouts. So they were putting the ball in play for the most part, but just not with a lot of authority. Again, Urias pitched well, and then the bullpen doing a fantastic job, but when you don't score, you can't win, and the Tigers take Game 2. So that's going to do it for this episode. Please be sure to hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and comment below, and we will see you all next time.